Hi! Oh my goodness, YouTube live stream. First ever time this is happening. I can't even believe it. It's cool. Okay, so I see a couple people are on here. Thank you so much for being here. Let me just tweak a little. And Happy New Year! Happy New Year! This is going to be fun, contemplative, beautiful. Okay. So for today, you're going to definitely need to have pen, paper to write. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. A nice drink would be good. And we're going to go through a process of reviewing 2021, and particularly with the lens of like harvesting. What are the seeds of consciousness that you planted and that germinated and that now you're harvesting as a result of living through whatever you lived through in 2021? I'm sure that it had all kinds of duality involved. Hi Regis. Thank you for being here. Yes, please comment. Please say hello and let me know you're here and where you are in the world would be awesome. So yeah, because that's the whole point of doing a live stream, is that we can actually interact, which makes it so much more fun. And yeah, so one of the things I wanted to offer for today as a lens through which to view your past year is this model that I received kind of like a download many years ago. It was after I was guided to cut my hair off. Basically, I received this model, and I have a website where you can see the visual of it. Unfortunately, I can't screen share on this like YouTube live thing, but the website is lovesexgenius.com. It's kind of like, it's not a real website that I talk about. It's just a place where I host some of this information. But basically, I think it'll be backwards for you, but it's these three circles that connect. Love is related to your relationships, like your feeling of love, self-love, your ability to give and receive love, but yeah, the quality of your relationships. Genius would be like the field of your self-expression and your work, bringing your unique essential self to the world. And then sex would be like, sex to me is a word that captures the whole idea of being really alive in your body. But yeah, so it's basically about physical well-being, health, vitality. How connected are you with your physical vitality? And when we have all three aspects of these, like what tends to happen is that we'll kind of like, I've always been pretty solid in the genius realm. Like no matter what, I'm pretty devoted to expressing my genius in the world. I have often had struggles with relationships, and at times I've been disconnected from my health, but also this is pretty solid. So I'm more like dwelling over here on this side of the thing, and maybe struggling a little bit more here, but this is really important to me. Like my relationships are really important to me. So when you have all three going, you're really in flow as like a human being living in this reality. So this may or may not resonate. It may resonate partially, but you might want to kind of translate it into your words and your lens. But we're going to use this as a lens today to look at the various aspects of our life in the past, in the past year. So I'm going to put some music on while we reflect. So I'd love some feedback about how that sounds once I put it on. And I see a few people here, but only Regis has said hi. So please comment and let me know you're here. There's a little chat box on the side. So that would be lovely to hear from you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to recall month by month, each month of 2021, starting in January. And we're going to look at what happened in January. Like, what were some of the things that were just going on in the world? Hi, Barka in India. Amazing. I don't know what time it is there, but thank you for being here. It's probably already 2022. Hello, Peace Healing Bloom. Bloom where you are planted. Ah, so nice to meet you. You're very welcome. Thanks for saying hello. So yeah, when we look at January, like what happened? So you can even just think about world events. Like I know where I was living, here, where I'm living, we were in full lockdown. We had a curfew at 8 p.m. I couldn't see any of my friends. So I was actually literally alone the entire month of January. It was really a hard time for me. So you can look at like the world events that were happening, and you might even want to do a quick Google search while we're here and look at what was happening just to jog your memory. You could even go back into your Google Calendar and just get a quick sense of like what was really going on for you in January. So that's kind of how we're going to go back through the months. And you might notice that at first you don't have a strong recollection of what that month was like for you. But that as we, as you gestate in it, you start to get more of a sense. And then I'll be just guiding you to think about what kind of consciousness you were in at that time. Because the thing about evolving is that we are the ones evolving. So when we evolve here, we almost can't remember that at a certain point we were here and we perceived the world in an entirely different way. So this is just a way of kind of tracking our evolution and actually getting a sense of what was the consciousness that you were actually in a year ago in January. Hi, Julie from Rhode Island. Oh, she's driving. Okay. Yeah. So you'll just enjoy listening. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Okay. So we're going to start with January. I'm going to put on some music as we're journaling here. And I'm going through the same process in real time. So just some quiet music. Let me know how the volume is. Ritus is always my guy that helps me technologically. Jennifer. Hi, I'm so happy you're here. Jennifer's so awesome. Yay. How's that music sounding? Combination of music and voice levels, volume levels. Love some feedback. Can you even hear the music? Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Ritus. So go ahead and think back to January of 2021. What was happening? And that's the first question. It's just like, what was happening? What happened for you in January? What are some of the events that took place? Hi, Jurga. So nice to meet you. Rita said you were coming and I got all nervous, but I'm so happy you're here. Really fun to meet you. So make any notes of things you can remember that happened in January. Okay, so now let's just take a look at the realm of love for you in January. What was happening for you relationship-wise? And you're loving. And if there wasn't anything significant, you don't have to make something up, but just as jogging your memory here. What was happening in the realm of genius? Okay, that doesn't work. What was happening in the realm of genius? And what was happening in the realm of sex? So your vitality, your physical body. And now ask yourself, what was my state of consciousness at that time? So kind of get a sense of your state of consciousness. And what were some of your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Is there anything that stands out for you about your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach back in January? Okay, we're going to move on now to February. You can come back and fill this in more later if there's more for you to write, but we're going to move on to February and look at what happened for you in February. What was happening in the world, what happened for you. See if you can jog your memory about some of the things that happened for you in February. Excuse me. perhaps you can look at what happened for you in the realm of love, of sex, and genius. I'm just going back through my calendar at this time and getting a sense, because I couldn't remember what I did in February. Oh, I just thought about, Facebook. If you use Facebook, this could be a good place to just go back and look at your timeline if you can't remember. So what was your state of consciousness in February? What were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Is there anything else that you see? Okay, we'll move on to March. Just taking a moment to recall March and what happened for you in March. Hi, Teresa. I saw your comment earlier. Thank you for being here. What happened for you in March in the realm of love, of sex, of genius? You can take yourself through those realms and see if any memories come. Maybe it's easy for you to remember things. I don't have a very good memory. Oh, I know what happened. In February, I reached 1,000 subscribers. That was an exciting moment. It's also fun. I'm just realizing, this is such a nice moment to celebrate. So thinking about celebrations, we should add that to the process. Of course. Mm-hmm. Take a peek at what was your state of consciousness in the realm of love, in the realm of sex, your physicality, your vitality, and in the realm of your genius. What was your state of consciousness? And what were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Just allow your intuition to highlight in your mind whatever's relevant. You don't have to get everything. It's only what's relevant to be highlighted to you. Okay, and let's move on to April. What was happening for you in April? I'm finding it really helpful to go back to my calendar and just look at what was happening. And then looking at the various aspects of love, what was happening for you in your love realm, in your relationships. And what was happening for you in the realm of genius. And in the realm of sex. And get an overall sense of your state of consciousness at that time. And what were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Okay, and let's go to May. What happened in May? What happened in the realm of love, in the realm of sex, in the realm of genius? what was your state of consciousness at that time? Let me know also how I am doing here. Are you with me? Are you going at a similar pace? Do I need to give you more time or less time? I'd love to know your feedback. How is it going for you? So we're almost halfway through the year. So what was your state of consciousness in May? Okay, thanks, Jennifer. Jennifer says it's a good pace. Anyone else? Okay, you're a little slower. You could use a little more time. Okay, cool. Oh, you have less to write. Yeah, makes sense. I love that, Ritus. You're a pretty straightforward person, so you can just use the extra time to enjoy being you. And see if you can identify any guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time. Anything that stands out. Okay, let's move on to June. So what happened in June of 2021 for you? What happened in your relationships? What happened in your business, in your work, in your self-expression? And what happened in your vitality, your sex life? Ritus, I met you in June. We did a session then. So cool. and look at what was your state of consciousness back in June. And see if there are any guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time. Okay, and let's move on to July. Actually, we're halfway, so let's just take a moment and stand up and move a little. So wiggle. Take a nice stretch. Oh my goodness. Ah! Yeah, you might need to make some noises, ruffle things up a little. Oh my gosh, what a year. So breathing, moving. Yeah, at least for me, this has been one of the most challenging years of my life. So I think there's a lot here. Like you might have had an amazing year, but whatever happened, we're just alchemizing. It's really kind of incredible to look back. Okay. Okay, so good job, everybody. We're gonna keep going. There we go. Okay. Gotta get that candle in there. Okay, July. So look back on July. What happened in July? checking out the various aspects of your life, like what was going on for you in your relationships in July, what was going on for you physically, in your vitality, and in your genius and your self-expression. And what was your state of consciousness in July? What do you see about your state of consciousness? What were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at the time? Okay, let's move on to August. What happened in August? What happened for you relationship-wise? What happened for you in your sex life, in your physical vitality, and in your genius? What was your state of consciousness in August? What were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach? Okay, let's move on to September of 2021. What happened in September? Contemplate the aspect of love, of sex, and genius. See what emerges. What was your state of consciousness in September? Maybe even like, what are things that you were being aware of at that time? And what were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move on to October. What happened in October in the realm of love, of sex, of genius? That was for me when I was delivering my Clear Channel program. Some of you were in that. For me, the Grid Facebook group launched in September. That was a big deal. So the Clear Channel program was awesome. What was your state of consciousness in October? And what were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Okay, let's move on to November. You're doing really, really well. This is a lot. So just keep taking care of yourself. If you need to go to the bathroom or anything like that, do it. Okay, so let's keep going. So what happened in November? November, I had my Discover Your Genius program. And I got rid of my Mercedes-Benz and got another car because my Mercedes sucked. And looking at the various realms of love, of sex, of genius. And what was your state of consciousness in November? And also, I like the question: what were you aware of? Like, what was in your awareness? Okay, and what were guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach in November? Okay, we're going to move on now to December. What happened in December? I'll be right back. So keep going. You can look at the different aspects of love, sex, and genius. Okay. And what was your state of consciousness in December? And what were your guiding beliefs that drove your choices and your approach at that time? Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. Hi, Luis from Mexico. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. You had a hard year. Um, oh, you don't, yeah. Um, oh, you became a monster? Become a monster and learn to control it. Oh, I need to know more about that. Yes. Okay. So I had to change my outfit because, like, I have this sparkle outfit and I absolutely needed a place to wear it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. I love that. Instead of trying to control the monster, just um, become it and learn to control it. Okay, I love this. I feel like this is a deeper lesson. So now we get to go back and highlight. Well, first of all, congratulations for getting all the way through that. That was a lot. So now we're going to just go back and look at what we wrote and highlight anything that stands out to you about the shifts in consciousness that you made. You're kind of looking at the whole year and just scanning and tracking the consciousness and like the kinds of realizations that you had and how you embodied it. And basically what we're going to do is just make sort of a list of different shifts in consciousness that came from 2021, like a snapshot of the most significant things that stand out to you. You can even just go through and highlight. Yeah, I mean, it's really quite incredible. And as you're doing this, just appreciate yourself, like celebrate yourself for these shifts that you've made. It's pretty amazing. I want to put some celebratory music on, but I can't put things on YouTube that are not royalty free. So, oh, So go through and just highlight, star, or you can make a list of the things that just stand out to you. Okay, so now we're going to look at the progress, the changes that took place for you, the changes in consciousness, the situations, and then now capture the essence of what 2021 was for you in a brief synopsis, like a short statement. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hi, Coco. Yes, no problem. So what was 2021 for you, and write it into a short statement. So, for example, let me see what mine was last year. I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of I made a big shift in my in a like I can't remember what it was. It was something about making a big shift in abundance and like supporting myself and out of lack. Just kind of continued actually into 2022. I really kept going, or 2021. I kept going with that. And once you've come up with your synopsis, just take a moment to really celebrate yourself, like looking at all that there is to celebrate about yourself, and how you showed up and what you did this year, what you did, what you became. You can even just write some notes about what you're celebrating and what you became this year. And if you feel like sharing your statement, go ahead and share what you came up with. It's really kind of incredible to do this because what I'm seeing for myself is like this model of love, sex, genius. Again, it was something I channeled years ago. I started writing a book about it, but I don't know, it just wasn't like what felt like it needed to happen. I just let it go. But it's really reemerged right now. And I'm seeing basically this year, like, was an opportunity to recommit and redevote myself in the realm of sex around really choosing a fulfilling sex life. And that for sure happened. Devoting myself to loving relationships. I did a lot of work around that this year. Really got to the bottom of like the core of my barriers to love. And then with Genius, I feel like this truly was my most incredible year yet with Genius. Like the containers that I led were so magical, so magical, just pure magic. And the whole relationship that I experienced between like myself as a business person and how like I met a mentor this year who helped me to see a whole other way of doing business. And as I embraced that, I just have had the most incredibly fulfilling experiences around marketing and sales. Like, I didn't even know it was possible to have things feel so good and so aligned. And so it's like, it's been such a challenging year for me, 2021. But as I'm looking at it, I just see that I really became a person with a far greater capacity for all of these things. And that's like setting me up for a much more fulfilling life. So I'm very grateful. I'm feeling so like kind of blown away actually by what emerged in this process. I would love to hear what came through for you and what you discovered as you took a bigger picture view. And then like going from here for 2022, I'm actually doing a planning program next week for people who have businesses. And that is for sale. It's for $555, or you can join for the year of business workshops. And that's 7 business programs, and it's called Freedom Business Architecture. So if you are interested to know more, you can just message me, and that's where we're going to be doing more visioning around who you're becoming in 2022. But I will leave you with this question for 2022 of like, what, as a result of going through this process that we just went through, what is revealing itself right now as your priorities in these realms? Like what is most important to you in your relationships, most important to you in your health and vitality, most important to you in your self-expression of genius? Like, who is it that you want to be in these 3 realms in the coming year? And maybe just choose like one thing that's a focus for you as a priority in each realm. So again, I would really love to hear what you came up with. So if you comment, I will come back and look, and I'm sure everybody else will also check it out. So it'd be fun to kind of just share. And yeah, thank you so much for like sticking with this process. I think it required quite a bit of concentration to stay with it. So you should feel proud of yourself. And I think that's everything. I think I should just pose a little bit more in my clothes. So this outfit was a part of my process. If you don't know, I'm a salsa dancer. So I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this full body sparkle suit so that I can dance and woohoo. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope that you enjoy this process. Okay, Peace Healing says that was exceptional. Thank you for holding the space for this and being a beautiful guide. And I love your outfit. Thank you. Okay, well, much love, and I will see you again soon here on my channel or over in the Grid Facebook group. If you're not a part of that, you can always message me for the link. And much love. Bye. Thank you, Ritas. Thank you. That was fun. It's good to learn. Yes, celebrating. And that was actually a huge part of this year that I didn't write. I always forget celebrating, but I did really learn a lot about celebrating. And I feel like in the next process, when I do this, I'm going to focus more on celebrating. So yeah, I think actually, Ritas, this is so valuable what you're bringing up here. Thank you, Yurga. Just to like celebrate yourself tonight. Do something like something, whether it's just lighting a candle and like taking a moment to listen to your favorite song, or just call someone and or do something like a little bit special to just celebrate and mark the occasion of this, yeah, like celebrating yourself and acknowledging yourself. And on a quantum level, this is what I've been learning from my mentor, is when you celebrate, it's just like truly the most powerful thing you can do for manifesting, because it's like you're saying yes and you're adding emotion to the things that you really enjoyed. And so you're becoming a match for more of that. So it really makes a lot of sense to celebrate just on a practical level, but it's also fun. And yes, I, like you, Ritas, have been a chronic uncelebrator, not taking the time to really acknowledge and celebrate the amazingness. So I think I'm going to celebrate with like a walk and a coffee, like a cafe kind of thing. So anyway, much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me. You made it so much more fun, and you kept me focused, because I totally wouldn't have kept going if I was just on my own. I would have totally taken a break and done it in 2 parts. Okay, bye.